All right, so those of you that have great inference skills have probably figured out that now we are going to talk about what if the price is below the equilibrium price, right? What if the price is too low? So if the price is below the equilibrium price at, let's say, P low, then what we are going to find is that the amount that is supplied, the quantity supplied, right, the $2 at $1, there's only 2,000 slices of pizza, right? It's only, this guy and his, this person, and they run a single person shop, and it's very small. Their rent is small. Maybe they've already paid off the pizza oven or the other, large capital, bits, so they can operate at a lower price and still make a profit, right? But other places are going to be shut down at this low price. And so if the price is low, the quantity supplied is going to be low, just because of the fact that, producers' costs are staying the same, right? Just because the price is low doesn't mean that all of a sudden they get a discount on what they have to pay their labor, a discount on the dough, on the cheese, on the everything else, right? But at this low price, what's happening to demand? It's gangbusters, right? Everybody's like, oh, dollar pizza? There's 20,000 slices demanded, right? It's pandemonium. And so at this particular juncture, we have what's called a shortage. It's when the price is so low, the quantity supplied is less than the quantity demanded. And so producers, sellers, firms, seeing this, are going to go, oh, wow, I'm leaving money on the table. These things are flying off the shelf like hotcakes, right? Like, I need to increase the price. So they're going to see that they have a shortage, that they can't keep things in stock, and they're going to increase the price until there is no longer a shortage. So again, there's a tendency towards this equilibrium as a result of the seller and buyer behavior and the seller's decisions based on that behavior. So again, this is where the kind of common sense part of economics comes in, right? Where it makes a lot of sense, but then once I start to flip it around on you and say, model why this is what it is, it's going to be a little bit challenging. So I know some of you are sitting back and you're like, oh, totally makes sense, makes sense. Once you start to actually apply and do some of the work of figuring out these shifts and stuff like that, it may become a little bit more difficult. That's totally natural. We'll work through that as we get to it, okay? But just questions right now on just the underlying dynamics that's happening, because that's important to understanding the next part. So here's where we really start to build. Like I said, the circular flow and the PPF model, those are just like kind of baby models that we started at first, just to get your feet wet. The supply and demand model is our meat and potatoes. We're going to be using this. We're going to be churning this out over and over again for the next 7 weeks. So I just want to make sure everybody understands the foundation of it. Okay, cool. Awesome.